All right. Good morning on a Tuesday. Back following the Philippines live stream. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining us today. It's getting hot, folks. I'm telling you right now, man, it's getting hot. And for those of you that don't live here full term or full time, sorry, that heat dictates everything, changes your entire day. You wake up with all these plans. Edward and Nita, Jim Schultz, Manila's finest, Rory Thomas, Maximus. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. That's Overstay and me at the CPI call shop. Had a little drinking session on Sunday afternoon. It was quite fun. Finally run into Overstay after I moved here December 10th. It's the first time I've seen the guy out in town. He's a homebody. Is the audio okay, you guys? Mike Foodie, James Lonergan, good morning. James Lonergan, Maximiliano. Yes, I flew direct from LA. And, I've got a buddy that's living in Ohio, a Jim. Jim's here. And I'm trying to convince him to just get a one way into LA. It'd be so much easier. When you fly out of Los Angeles, it changes everything, regardless of what you feel about their uh, political affiliation. Some people are dumb enough they wouldn't fly out of Los Angeles because it's a Democratic state. Mike and Marichu, good morning. How's the audio? Okay, thanks, Mike. I see it. Houston to Cebu. It was on EVA. My God, one way was 3,500. Oh, that's for the whole family. Let's see. 3,500 divided by 4. Ricky USA, good morning. Yeah, but Jim, you should be able to get a deal one way into LA. And once you get to LA, it's so easy to get to Manila. I mean, and cheap. Cheaper. It should be cheaper. Maximus, no. I would not recommend you retire here. Consider Bangkok instead. James, I had two of the biggest suitcases you could get. I didn't give a shit. I paid for them. They were both overweight. I think I paid an extra. Let's see if I can remember. It was substantial, $260 US. I had to pay for my baggage because both of them were overweight. But when you're moving to the Philippines, 500. Is that what airport's that out of, Jim? Too large, overweight. Yeah, overpay was 130. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I was way over. Thomas M. Good morning, sir. How are you? Thanks for joining us. I was way over. I was like, God, you guys. I mean, when I think back to how heavy those suitcases were, that may have been the hernia point right there. That moving day to the Philippines. Thank God I had Uncle there at the airport. Uncle was living with us at the time, and he was always good about. Well, that's better than what you were. That's better, Jim, than what you were telling me. 2K right now. Okay. I paid 1470 back in October. I paid 1470 one way. God, that flight used to be. I got that flight once for 550 on PAL, LA to Manila. Basically, the goods have gone up. Yeah, we're at. What's the ticker say? The ticker says 52.5. I think I saw 52.3 yesterday. Oh, I'm just joking with you, Maxie. I thought you were joking with me. Philly Brian, 100 Islands, baby. How you doing up there? And Philly Brian's up there in Alaminos. Alaminos, baby. Cleveland, LAX is 500. Then Philippines Air is around 1,500. So cheaper. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Each of the 4 beds were 20 pounds each. Over? Shit. Yeah, this time when I came back, I was right on the money, man. Um, I don't remember what the kilo weight is, but I was right. I mean, yeah, I got it right on the money. My brother was laughing at me, before I came back this last time because I weighed that bad, like 100 times. Chicago to LAX is 194. Yeah, see O'Hara, big airport. $1,500 round trip is really good, Jim. I mean, right now, only basing that on my one-way flight of 14. My one-way flight was 1478, and that was just the flight cost. I don't know what that. I like the flight into Clark. Oh, you'll be drunk before 6. That's a it's a 20-minute taxi ride to Fields Avenue. 25 kilos. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. I was right on the money. Yeah, I've never taken that route. I had a lot of buddies that would do that just to save money. They do that 34-hour gig where you're laying over somewhere in China for 12 hours and then you've got another hop. It's just like I've always placed so much value on my time that I can't travel that way. You know, I'll pay the extra money to go direct, or I used to pay the extra money to fly into Clark. Back when I first started coming to the Philippines, Clark was about 300 US more than Manila. So, oof, I'm getting a headache just reading that, Rory. Pal, from LA to Manila is only 13 or 14 hours. Yeah. Right about 14, Maxie. I've taken that one, God, 4 times now. I think it's right at 14 hours. You talking about? Yeah, Jim, I'll be back on the 15th or the 16th of May. I'll be back like the same day you get in here. So get ready, bud. We're going to do a bender. I haven't been on Walking Street in probably, God, 6 weeks. I just stay away from that place now. I've got so many friends coming. I know I'm going to get my fill of it, and I'm going to have to go down there again, but the place is just, it gets old to me. It's what happens when you live here. You just, ugh. I don't know anybody other than vloggers that go there. I mean, the people who live here. Oh, okay, Jim. Yeah, I'll be back. I have to be here on the 17th to report back to NBI for my SRRV visa. So I haven't figured out exactly which day I'm coming back. 15th to the 16th, probably. We won't get to Lake T until, let's see. Calendar. The morning of the 4th, we arrive in Ormoc City. Or sorry, Tacloban City. Haven't gone to Leyte yet, Maxie. That's going to happen here in another week. Is it boring? Watch the vlog, baby. Philly Bryant. That's exactly it. It gets old on Walking Street. Yeah, a lot of these old expats, they're a lot like me. They live a little bit less of a Western lifestyle because it's expensive to do that here. If you want to live a Western lifestyle in the Philippines, it's going to be very similar to what it was like at home. Those are the guys that are down there at the Cheap Charlie Walking Street, drinking in the 50 peso bars. Some great guys. Met some great guys down there. I haven't even been down there. About the only place I go is Lonnie's, renamed Conca. I hang out with Philly Bryan at the Reef in the morning, but that's normally just a Sprite for me, unless I get a craving for a taco or something. No, it's the Bamboo Telegraph, Jim. The Bamboo Telegraph is rumor control. There's been stories printed that there's going to be a huge spike in COVID cases after the election. There's going to be It's just Bamboo Telegraph shit, like we had in Olongapo City back in the day. I can't see it going backwards, really. We've come too far already, Yeah, you know what, Jim? That's a good point. It is. It is sad. And there's far better places to go too, really. Uh, Rory, after going through what I went through, dude, coming back on a 9A visa, what they're requiring now is a walk in the park. I can't even comment on it. If you guys saw the shit I went through to come back, I came back last year in October on a 9A, and you talk about jumping through hoops. My God, what you guys have, what they have to do now is absolutely nothing. It's a walk in the park. You go online, you buy a little insurance, you get a test before you come. Big deal. It's nothing compared to what I went through. $10 to 13 hours by boat from Cebu. Yeah, I have not been following Thailand, Jim, as much as I used to. Yeah, that's what the Bamboo Telegraph says. So it's almost not a good idea to travel really during that time, and we're going to be in Leyte during the election. So I'm kind of wondering if we've made a mistake. Of course, it probably won't be. It wouldn't be bad to probably go from Leyte back to here, but you never know. Look how much they overdid it in the beginning. They shut the world down, for a flu virus. Jim, that's true. McSci was absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. I agree. Maximiliano, don't we all agree with that, man? Did anybody see the video that Paul Old Dog did with that guy? Anybody see that? The guy that ended up flat broke. It was just too long for me. I can't, talking head videos. I can do about 10 minutes, and that video is an hour. It's an hour long talking head, so it's got to be really. I mean, it's really got to grab me. And I gave up about 20 minutes in, but maybe I'll go back and watch some more of it. I just can't stand talking head videos. Yeah, when they might, we might have to start showing vaccine cards again or something like that. It's pretty. I tell you what, it's pretty cake right now. We're at either level 1 or 0. I don't know where we're at, but I see people walking around up and down Fields Avenue with no mask. Nobody saying anything. Hey, it's fine. Edward, you still have my face shields. No, dude. Come on now. What breed of dog was it from last week? What breed of dog was it from last week? James, did you watch also the initial video? Now, I saw the initial video, that first one that was done a year ago. I think it was done right after I went to the US. And I could tell that guy was going to be in for it. You could just tell from the interview. That was very predictable case. If you watch that first video, yeah, but it won't matter at that point, Mike, because they're elected. Many people are saying that that's the reason everything's so lax right now is because of the elections. That's that's where that Bamboo Telegraph headline comes from. What wax do you use in your head, or do you use the same in the Batmobile? The Batmobile, the Bat bike. Bat bike's long gone. Got R2D2 now. We did some operations between Subic and Clark, but we never got off the base. It was just like they flew us in. Played war games all day, and then they flew us back to the ship. Isn't that isn't that thing cool? That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do that vid, is because I kind of like them too. And if I knew for a fact I was going to stay here, I'd probably get one too. Hey, John, Medic and Angeles, welcome. Thanks for joining us, brother. Yeah, I never figured it out. Never figured it out, Roy. We better not even get started on that again. And I have searched extensively on Google for the breed of that dog, and I cannot figure out what it was. The only thing that I can think of, it really looks like that Belgian Malinois, but it wasn't that. It was a different name, but it really looks like that dog. Just super big and strong. But I never found it. I gave up. All right. Maximus, maybe you never spent any time on Mexisai. Maybe that's your problem. John, come on now. Murray, good morning. Yeah, we almost got taken out by a jeepney. Did you see that? Chris, Chris Calabo, man, he's a perfect driver for here. You just have to throw everything out the window when you drive here because that's what everybody else does. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, we all need to pay attention. Some of us don't pay attention. I'm one of those people, especially now. I mean, most of the perimeter bars are gone. There's only, I mean, perimeter back in its day. I'm only going back to 2013. My first trip here, perimeter is where you went. You didn't go to Walking Street. I mean, you might go down to Walking Street once during your 7-night stay here, but perimeter was the place that you wanted to be. Zamboanga. Ada Myers, welcome to the live stream. Yeah. The old midnight curfew was not a bad thing. I don't remember. I don't remember us having a curfew when I was there. Shit, it was a Liberty float for us when I was there. I mean, the country wasn't at war, so we worked maybe 2-3 days a week, and the rest of the week we had off. We just had to show up at the ship a couple times a week and do a run around the flight deck, and then clean the squad bay down below, and boom, we were off again for another 3-4 days. Then we'd have to be back 3 days later. We had it made. I mean, it was the roll bar and push bumpers, yeah. Yeah. Pattaya. Never been there. Been to Bangkok. 3 different trips to Bangkok. I never made it down to Pattaya. Yeah, exactly. Daniel Flores, good morning. How are you, brother? Yeah, there's no reason for Longapo to have foreigner bars anymore. Although McSide Drive is still a very nice place to visit. A lot of cool places there. It's more comedy clubs and jazz clubs and lots of live music on McSide. Yeah, they are remodeling many of the bars now, John. I would imagine it's hard to make a prediction here. We're in April 26th. I would imagine by the 1st of August, every bar on Walking Street will be open again. They are currently, if a bar was shut down or closed by COVID, they're in there right now redoing them, getting them all ready. So they're, anticipating, which they probably should, a full return of tourism. We'll see. We'll see. See what happens. Loretto's nice. I like it there. Plus, you can just take that blue Jeep into town, and is it the blue Jeep or the yellow Jeep? I don't remember. I vlogged it. I think it's the blue Jeep going and the yellow Jeep coming back. I don't remember. It's been too long. God, that was 2015 for me when I was. Yeah, the Navy's been pulling into Subic all this time. That never stopped. There's boats, American fleet that's been pulling in there. They never stopped pulling in there. Puerto Galera is very, very cool. I like it too. One of my favorite places, especially when you get down beyond White Beach. It's really nice. Um, we stayed down on Aninuan, Aninuan Beach. Yeah, blue Jeep going or coming back. I don't remember which one it is. It's blue one way, yellow the other. I don't remember. Doesn't matter, really. Most people don't care. Yeah, Chris Calbo. Yeah, Dollhouse Bar is. They're in there right now, renovating it. It's supposed to open. It was supposed to be open already, and then they lost Ponytails. Ponytails was a Dollhouse Bar, and that's now. I don't know. They have these weird bars here where guys they go in and watch guys take their clothes off. I don't know. I don't know what you call those bars, but there's three of them in the city that are brand new, and Ponytails was taken over by one of them. Blue Jeep going because it goes along the water. Okay, Maximus, you are just a flood of information, sir. Batangas Gym has, yeah, and that's one. Yeah, you said a mouthful there. Batangas has some really nice places. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, they've sure beaten me into defensive driving. I just stay to the right hand side, far right, stand out of the hot side. That I stay to the far right hand side of the road on Fields Avenue. Just let those idiots fly past me at 80 miles an hour. You can always hear them coming. The real dumbasses, you can hear them coming, but it's very, you have to be in your rear view mirror all the time because they'll just buzz you here. They'll get within 6 inches of you and just buzz you. There's no warning honk. Here, if you honk, it's considered offensive. They're just too dumb to realize that warning honk is to avoid an accident. They're too dumb to realize that. So if you give somebody a warning honk, they get pissed off at you. They flip you off and they want to chase you down, them and their six buddies and beat your ass because you've caused them a loss of face. That's it, Daniel. The macho dancers. Girls love that shit. Yeah. That's in fact, I think that's what that bar's called, the old Ponytails. Some kind of macho dancers. Yeah, hosto bar. There you go. That's the other term, Ricky. I know there used to be, and there still is, a few of them down that back street, the back side of Walking Street. I don't remember the name of that street, but there used to be a few of them there. There's still one I know for sure that's labeled a hosto bar. Yeah, that's that Hero 7 if I can get it to work. I think I finally figured out my GoPro woes, you know. I think I finally figured out what's wrong. I've been storing my cameras in the top box, and Now, the GoPro's biggest enemy, you guys, is heat. For those of you who haven't had one, or uh, obviously aren't bloggers, whatever. The biggest enemy is heat, and I figured out the other day that that's too much info, Rory. I figured out the other day that I took a ride out to the Angeles City Flying Club, because I really wanted to check that place out. You guys know I'm an aviation junkie. And I didn't take a ride that particular day, but I just wanted to ride out there. I was really in the mood to do a motorcycle cruise. And it's only, what was it, 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes one way to get out there. Really nice ride, though. I'm surprised how many uh, new subdivisions are built out there. I lost count. I think I lost count at 6 or 7. Right hand side of the road, left hand side of the road. Brand new giant subdivisions. Mitchell Avenue, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Ed's one of those guys. That's for sure. He always rides a little over the top. Macho man, yeah. Used to love ponytails, man. Greatest bar in the whole city at one time. Ponytails and honeycoats. Mark Doyle, good morning. How are you, sir? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, part of the yeah, yeah, Ed got back this week. Or got back over the weekend, I think. Saturday. I think he came in. I saw that post as well. We are Jonah is working until Friday. It's her last day. And then we'll have Saturday, Sunday to prep for our trip. And we fly out Monday morning. Yeah, I was away 16 months. And I thought that was a long time. No drinking contest. Just shooting the shit, having a good time. There's no reason to have a drinking contest. That's for kids. I'm too old for that shit, man. That's college child behavior. Paid vacay. That's funny, Jim. Paid vacation. Cena Jones, good morning. How are you? All the employers too here, Mike. Uh, the girls all go to province. All the employers they prep for that. They'll hire an extra girl. The owner of the shop's already hired an extra girl to fill in for Jonah while she's gone, and Jonah will come back and start right back up at work again like nothing happened. It's very common here. The girls leave, for a month at a time to go back and see family. Heading to Leyte, Mark Doyle, or Mock City Leyte. Oh, you don't know much. You don't know much about Marcos, do you, Maxie? You couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't be more wrong, brother. One would think that Marcos holds his liquor really well, but yeah. Cena, thanks again for joining us. Great to see you here. It's been a while. I have a right set up for third. From my house to the boat. Okay. Well, I can just get it grabbed, Rory, and save you the. We can talk about that later. Jess, good morning. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining us. Hey, I would agree with that because really, the way people vote here, the way people vote in the Philippines is who plays the coolest music on that pickup truck that goes down through the barangay. Whichever guy plays the coolest music is the one they vote for. That's true. Uh, you can mark my words on that one. DJ Joe, how are you, sir? Thanks for cruising by, brother. Long time no see. Don't know Ace Bachelor Cool. Never heard of him. And my meetup with Marcos was purely accidental. I actually had a subscriber sitting in CPI at Call Shop waiting on me. And when I showed up to meet my subscriber, Marcos was in there. Yeah, that's true too, Maximus. Sometimes they go through the barangay throwing pesos. In barangay 175 in northern Manila, they gave away T-shirts. They come through and toss T-shirts to, uh, at your house there. We had one on our roof once. Had to go up on the roof and get it. I don't know AC Bachelor Cool, but I know a guy named Chris. Chris abroad. He's right here. No, we were talking about that the other day because if you're sitting at Lonnie's or you're sitting at even Tequila Reef, you're going to have Jim. I've never used them. No, I've always been an Expedia guy. I've always booked every flight. Every flight I've ever taken in the last 20 years has probably been through Expedia. Never used them. Sorry, don't have any experience to share. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be, um, you know, um, unlike the USA, it's really big on TV. Not so much here. Not so much here. Oh shit, this thing's jumping again. Where am I at? James Leonard and I have read the same, although I have no experience with it. Rory, Gcash, Patreon. He does take. Any plans to meet up with Joseph? I like Joseph, My Life in Metro Manila. Don't know, GJ Joe. Don't know, brother. Too soon to tell. Joseph just got into town Saturday, and I'm leaving Monday. But maybe, yeah. I mean, I've known Joseph for a long time. If he comes this way, we'll definitely be hooking up. Yeah, they have to be the same, Jim, or there'd only be one standing. That's what people don't realize. They're all very competitive, and they have marketing people that make sure that they're all very competitive with each other. It's kind of like the internet providers in the U.S. You've got your choice of four, but they're all going to be very, very similar in price. One might give you a better promo deal than the other, but at the end of the day, once your promo is done, you're going to be paying the same amount of money with all of them. No PH election stuff. I think we're okay, James, as long as we don't mention any certain people, right? We can probably talk about what happens here. Actually, there was somebody mentioned. Gerald Lachlan. Enjoy your video because reason I kind of get the feeling from your videos you're getting jaded with the Philippines. Well, Gerard, that happens. Do you live here, Gerard? When you live here full time, you do certainly get jaded. I guarantee you that. You wouldn't know that unless you're, a vlogger. But you should hear some of the shit that I hear in the expat bars, man. You talk about guys that are pissed off and complaining, nonstop. It doesn't do any good. Yeah, it's a hard place to live, big time. Sometimes it absolutely sucks living here. But you got to make the best of it. Anyway, thanks, Gerard, for the. I didn't realize I was getting so jaded. I thought I was doing some pretty upbeat vlogs there, but I thought I was doing a pretty good job. I do get pissed off at the GoPro thing. I kind of let that, but I like to make my point. Jim Schultz, I have no idea, brother. Have no idea at all. Couldn't care. Angeles is a special place. Yeah, Gerard, it's best to keep it that way for as long as you can. Stay a visitor. You love the place a lot more when you're a visitor. I sure did. I don't know. I've grown really sick of Angeles City. I can tell you that. And when I get back from province, my main goal is to start riding around and see if I can find a better place to live. I don't really like it here. Many rooftop bars. You mean shaded, not jaded. Right, James? You mean you're going to be shaded. DJ Joe, and you don't ride a motorcycle, dude. You're in a car. It's downright scary on a bike, dude. I mean, because they're just, you watch the way some of these guys ride, man. And, if they get their wife on the back and she doesn't have a helmet, then they ride twice as crazy. They go down Fields Avenue twice as fast, twice as crazy. And it just blows my mind the way they behave here on a motorcycle. You see two guys flying down fields 70 miles an hour, no helmets and flip-flops. And, the pipe is, like I said, those are the guys you can hear coming. The real dumbasses, you can hear them coming. So at least you've got that warning. The louder the bike, the stupider the rider. Yeah, well, they're sitting at the bar for a reason, Maxie. It's probably better than swallowing the barrel of a gun, Been there, done that. Rory, I think you must have just taken your morphine shot, huh? Little wifey, what's happening? What's happening, little wifey? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining us, little wifey. Every day is a blessed day in Angeles City. Yeah. For one thing, John, it's expensive as hell here. I miss my minimalist lifestyle I had in North California. Life was really, really simple there, man. I liked it, and I got used to it. I became used to it. It's just kind of different. It's more of a hustle here, 23 bandanas. Ricky Racers, that's them. Do they have any storage type places or stash all over this stuff? Good question, Jim. I could hold some stuff for you if you're going to cruise around, but as far as I know, there is no storage place. No. You just kind of have to know somebody that'll hold your stuff for you. I've got plenty of buddies here who are homeowners and things like that. So, but I can hold some stuff for you, brother, if you're going to take off and go somewhere for a couple of weeks. Shout out, Terrell. What's up, baby? Long time no see. Shout out to Summer Puppy. Oh, I don't need to stash anything, Jim. I've got an apartment, brother. I live in an apartment here, so I don't have anything to stash except my motorcycle. And we've got storage here at the apartment for the motorcycle. I can put it in storage here. There's a big storage garage underneath the building. So whenever you take off and go to Providence, they let you push your bike in there and cover it up so it's safe. Shout out Terrell and shout out Summer Puppy. Shout out Grace. When you come to Lucerne, we got to do a bender with Philo. He prides himself. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've done some drinking with some US. It's funny how that happens. And then CJ Abroad's over here. Exactly. Yeah, bring Summer down. That was cool. She's a great drinking buddy. One of the best. I got some great selfies with her. Great dog. Grace has got this cool dog, man. She just jumps up on the scooter and sits there while you ride around on the scooter with her. It's a great dog. Yeah, we gotta hook that up again. That was a tough night for me. I don't even remember leaving the bar that night. But I must have been okay. I came home, slept for like an hour, woke up, went and picked up Jonah from work. But it's just a little foggy. But for me, I would never step on the motorbike if I couldn't ride it. Beer's not just for breakfast. CJ Abroad, his child, or Maximus, his child is still in Mindoro. His wife is overseas, somewhere in England, I think. She's a nurse. She's a registered nurse somewhere abroad. I believe he said England. And she's got another year on her contract, so he's not even going to see her for another year. He's going home. Is it San Juan Mindoro or San Jose Mindoro? He's going home. He'll be gone when I get back from the province. He invited me to come down there for a visit. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. That would be fun. That would be some motorcycle trip. Ride down to Batangas, jump on a Ro-Ro, go across to Mindoro, and then do the whole length of Mindoro. That would be a great trip. I've done that before. Great island to ride on. Beautiful roads. Roads just like the USA. There's one thing they did right on Mindoro was building the freeway system. It's perfect. Rory Thomas. That's good, Rory. I'm only going to do probably a little bit over an hour today, you guys. I've got to go over to the my SRRV girl, have a little chat with her. She said, "What time is it?" She said 10:30, but This is the Philippines. Doesn't matter what time I get there, as long as it's sometime today. Be a moto vlogger, no bad. You know, the moto vlogs don't get many views. Well, nothing I do gets many views, but the moto vlogs get even less views than my regular vlog. So, but like I said, it's just throwaway stuff. It's just B-roll for me. I would just throw it away. So a lot of you guys like to see it. So that's the reason I put it up there. There's no editing to it or nothing. It's just one file, or maybe it's two files I can seam together quickly and just load it and go. I don't have to do and a lot of you guys like it, but you know, yeah, I know that was down to Carabao Island. I was going to start watching that vlog this morning. I was going through my channel just so I could go back and look at it again, because that was a hell of a trip, man. Man, was that fun. But it was, oh, so tiring. You know, I'm not sure I could do it now, but the bike I've got now is a lot nicer. So those Suzuki Raiders, I mean, those bikes are pretty much just built to haul ass. You know, they're not built for the long haul. And now I've got a long haul bike. So dude does like some rum. Well, there's plenty of good rum here. I didn't mean it was like a California freeway, Maximus. I meant the quality of the road is like a California freeway. Okay, that's the point I was trying to make. The roads in Mindoro are very, very nice compared to roads anywhere else. Obviously, it's not a 6-lane one way. Yeah, we went down to Iloilo, John. We went from Bagong Silang down to Iloilo, and we stopped on Carabao Island for, I don't know what we were there, 4 days, maybe 5 days, 5 good days of province living. It was still to this day one of the best trips I've ever had in the Philippines. Yeah, I upgraded my seat, Rory. I've got the equivalent of a Honda Goldwing seat on R2D2. Cost me almost 5K, but totally worth it, man. It's such a nice seat. Even Jonah, you know, when we switched it out, she was like, "Oh, she's got no ass at all," but she was like, "This is a lot better." Yeah, he's a simple guy. His channel just took off. I think I saw he's got 46K subs or something. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, but the thing is, the guy gets views. Your subs mean nothing at all. Your subs don't watch your channel, but the guy's throwing down the views. Right next door, Maximus. Right next door to it. Carabao's a lot nicer. There's no tourists. It's 30 days, Jim. Yeah, he's a good guy. I had him on my live stream when he first started. You know, he started out just doing stuff on Facebook, and I always liked the guy because I called him the can't remember the name of the talk show host, the guy that used to always hold his head like this and he ask questions, and from the 80s or late 70s, early 80s. I don't remember the guy's name. One of you guys probably know who I'm talking about. But he always reminded me of that guy, you know. Of course, when it comes down to the time, I can't remember the name, but send me a photo of that seat, please. Oh, yeah, you know what? They've got the same seat for the Aerox, probably. I mean, you and I ride the same bike, basically. Although I think the Aerox is a little more streamlined, the frame, right? But it's, yeah, this seat is sweet, dude. And it's got a little backrest built into it. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it when I'm done here. Not Johnny Carson. Would have been a daytime talk show host. Not Michael Douglas, but after him. The guy had gray hair and not Ed McMahon. Here we go again. Look what I started. Yeah, that's a great ride too, Daniel. Yeah. Buys rum by the case, leaves it for mouthwash. Not Jay Leno. I said daytime show host. Daytime. Not Merv Griffin, but close. Phil Donahue. Thank you. You got it. I always called old dog the Phil Donahue of YouTube. See, I knew somebody would get it. Wait just a second, you guys. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we got it. Phil Donahue. Don't you guys agree with that statement? He's the Phil Donahue. Or so anyway, I had him on my live stream. The guy had like, I don't know, 120 subs. He had just started his YouTube channel. I mean, I have nothing at all to do with his success. Nothing. He did what he did all on his own. I had nothing to do with it, but it's just funny. My head is shining. Is my head really shining? Yeah. I can put a ball cap on if it bothers you. Hey, I don't want to upset anybody. You know what I mean? I tell you what, man, I'm having some major, major knee issues. Major knee issues. I don't know what the hell I've done to my right knee, but Yeah, there is a vlogger who was brought to my attention by Walter, actually, who is, yeah, I wish, Maxie. I wish. And he is reporting on his channel. Now, this is a small channel, so it's not going to reach a lot of people, but he's reporting on his channel that the Balak Bayan visa has been suspended. It's basically what he's saying. And he's saying that if you leave the country, you leave the Philippines, you fly out of Manila into Bangkok with your wife, your Filipina wife, and you come back into the country and you get the Balak Bayan stamp that it means nothing at all anymore. You still have to report to immigration on day 59 to renew your visa and to get an ACRI card. And he's incorrect about that. I don't know where he's getting his information. And he keeps telling me it's all over the BI website. Just look, read is what he says to me. Read. It's all over the BI website. And I've asked him now 3 times in comments on his channel to post screenshots of where it says that on the BI website, because I spent an hour on the website this morning looking for it. And I mean, Walter Lavender was just laughing. He sent the video to me, goes, look at this guy. What the hell is he talking about? You know, he's talking about a 9A visa. He's not talking about the Balak Bayan privilege. But obviously, this guy has some kind of hard-on for the BB stamp. He doesn't like people who use it. And I'm very, very well versed on the Balak Bayan privilege. I spent my first 3 years in the Philippines on the BB privilege. And I never stepped 1 foot in the BI office, never had to report to anybody. When my stamp got old, Melanie and I would fly out, and I'd come back in and get a fresh stamp. And he insists that it's all over the BI website. He says to me, Philo, read. Just go onto the BI website. It's all over. The notices are posted all over the BI website. And he's wrong. He's absolutely wrong about this. He's just got a hard on for the people that are here on the BB privilege for some reason. And I'm going to wait because I've asked him again now for the 3rd time to post the screenshots of where it says that. They have not suspended the Balak Bayan privilege. It's still in effect. And if Melanie and I were still together, we could fly to Bangkok this weekend. I'd come back in, get the stamp, and I'd be good for a year. I do not have to report at day 59. I do not have to have an ACRI card. The Balak Bayan privilege exempts you from needing that card. And it also exempts you from any BI payments for the next 12 months. You're in the country free. It's still active. It's still there. And it's just funny how some people go off on a tangent. And they're 100% wrong. He couldn't be more wrong about it. That's why, you guys know that Walter's very up on visas. That's why Walter sent it to me. He was laughing. He said, who is this guy? I go, I don't know who he is. I go, man, is he lost? Well, he wouldn't be shut down for giving misinformation. That's just what happens here on YouTube, and he's extremely adamant about it. I mean, he's got 85 subscribers, so no one's going to see this. Yeah, that's what I've asked him, Maximus. And, he's already deleted a bunch of comments because the people that do subscribe to him all told him he was wrong. He's leaving my comments up there. I'm telling him he's wrong also, but he can't support what he's saying with a screenshot. So why say it? You know what I mean? He even went as far in this video. Maybe I should post the video for you guys to see. Yeah, let's do that. It's entertaining. I know you'd get a kick out of it, Maxie. Let's do that. It's right here in my history because I just looked at it this morning. Here it is. For all you guys that want to see, and you can see my comments there too. This is what happens when a YouTuber, goes rogue. He's pushing out incorrect information. Not, like I said, not that it matters. The channel's small. He doesn't even have to provide the channel. I know where the information is going to come from. It's going to come from the Bureau of Immigration website. I just want the screenshot. I know where to find the information, and I actually know the correct information. The only place you're going to find that information is on the immigration website. You're not going to find it anywhere else, because they are the people who deal with the BB privilege. Yeah, take that weapon, vulgar grandpa. Well, Maxie, it's an entertaining video to watch because you just I laughed, through the whole thing. I don't know the guy personally, but I've been in another live stream with him through another vlogger that I know here who used to live here in Andalit, so now lives down in Morang. Well, it's just, again, you all have the choice to watch it or not watch it. It's there if you want to see it. Paco. There's Paco, retired in Bahol. Hey, you guys, check his channel out. Guy's building a killer house, man. Just a second, Paco. I'll hook you up, brother. I will hook you up, brother. Where are you at over here? I've plugged Paco many times. You guys all know him, I think, anyway, already. But if you don't, Elemental P Q R S T U V. There you are. If you don't know Paco, check him out. He's a cool cat building a cool house. I'm jealous. Paste. There you go. He's probably a flat earth dude, like my other favorite vlogger. I don't have any favorite vloggers, really. Paco, thanks for stopping by. I know that your internet is like crazy bad there. What's up, Ed? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Ed's Midnight Grill. Shout out. A flat earth guy. Hey, I don't know how anybody could not like the rabbi. If you don't like the rabbi, you have no sense of humor at all. I was going to do that too, Roy. I made some killer tacos here a couple of weeks ago, Joe, and I was like, man, these are so good. The Mexican-American tacos, with the crunchy shell and hamburger and lettuce and tomato and grated cheese. Man, she was loving it. I thought the Sage of Bahol was your favorite flat earther. The Sage of Bahol. Never heard of him, if that's a channel. In Bruin, welcome to the live stream, brother. He says he does not think that Philippines will lock down after the elections. All right. It's always nice to have some glass half full points of view. That's always nice. We like that here. We entertain everything. Glass half empty, glass half full, whatever you think. I couldn't care, to be honest with you. I've been locked down so long. It's just, it's a state of being here in the Philippines. So they can do whatever they want. Doesn't bother me. They lock me down, I'll just save a shit ton of money. No problem with me. I've got everything I need right here. I've got Palenque, Carinderia, 7-Eleven. I am good to go. Don't even have to fire the motorbike up. I can walk to all those locations. Lock me down. I don't give a shit. Well, it's just, you know, it's just a case of somebody who's misinformed. And although I don't know if he's misinformed, he actually said he witnessed somebody being deported because they were on this ballot buy-in privilege and they didn't report on day 59. And I'm like, that just doesn't happen. You don't get deported from this country for overstaying. You just go in and you pay your late fees. You know, they don't deport people. It's a waste of their time. They'd rather have your money than deport you. I was a 90-day overstayer when I left to go back to the USA, July of 2020. I was 90 days overstay. I just paid it at the airport. There wasn't even a fine for it. Just paid up, what I owed them and left. They don't deport people for overstaying. I mean, maybe if you were a 20-year overstayer or something, you might get deported. Don't know if you could do that. Bye bye. I can tell you're going to be trouble already. You're done. Maybe some enchiladas. His channel had 18 comments, but I only noticed one. Yeah, there were a lot of comments telling him he was wrong. He deleted all of them. But he's left mine up there for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, shit. Okay, it's 10:12. Yeah, good Mexican food. It's kind of good here. I would say Angeles is probably going to be one of your better places. There are some like fake Spanish Mexican places in some of the SM malls, which I've eaten at, but the food's filled with sugar. You get nachos that taste like the nacho chips have sugar on them instead of salt. It's like, what the hell's this? But there are now one, two, three, four, five pretty decent Mexican places. Three of those are more Tex-Mex, but there's five here that I can think of. And it's getting easy enough now. Even Pure Gold sells all the gear you need, to make tacos. And it wasn't like that back in 2018. I've been a Pure Gold shopper for a long time and save more. And you couldn't buy the stuff. You could get the nacho chips, but you couldn't get the. Exactly, Rory. They never deport for overstaying. I've never heard a case of that happening, ever. And, he said he witnessed it with his own eyes. Don't do it. You're going to get, just watch the video. You'll see. Taco Bell is a good, that's stoner food, Maxie. That's what a stoners used to eat in Southern California. Smoke a big fat joint and go to Taco Bell. Yeah, same thing, William. Same thing with me. And if you were just to report to immigration, it wouldn't be a big deal. They're not going to escort you out to the paddy wagon and deport you. You're just going to pay it. You're going to pay it and move on with your life. They want your money. It would be a waste of their time to. In Bruin says that the Taco Bell in Manila is nasty and it's all sugar. Well, I have eaten there myself many times, and I thought it was very similar to the U.S. Taco Bell. But we all have different experiences, right? Everybody has a different experience. I didn't find their food to be filled with sugar at all, but there are many Mexican restaurants here that do that. Oh, nice. Nice. Manila's finest. Homemade tortillas. Army Navy is pretty good. Yeah, Army Navy is pretty good. Done my share of White Castles, but I tell you what, Maxie, I was in Indiana, where White Castle is king. In Indiana, White Castle's like Jollibee in the Philippines. And I went once, and man, did I get the worst stomach ache and heartburn I've had in my entire life. So one trip and I was done. I never went back. But you're right. The White Castle sliders are fantastic. And it tasted good, but man, did it hurt me. Oh, it hurt me bad. Try the new Jollibee chicken sandwich. I have not, DJ Joe, but that's something I might do today. I might just order some grab food because I can't. I'm kind of laid up here. I'm gonna elevate this knee and ice it because I've got to heal before we go on this trip. I can't be. I'm in a knee brace now every day. I don't know what I did. It was. I didn't tell you guys this, but a couple of days after, I went over to that fancy gym that I've locked. That I became a member of, and I had a great workout one Saturday morning, and I woke up Monday morning, and my whole right leg, man, was swelled up from the knee down. I mean, it looked almost like elephantitis. It scared the shit out of me. I'm in the shower going, my God. I go, Jonah, check this out. Look at my leg. It's twice the size it should be. So she runs off and gets me some anti-inflammatories at the pharmacy down the road there. And I ice it and I elevate it for 2 days, and it all went back to normal. But I did something. I don't know what I did. And now I'm paying for it. I may have screwed my knee up somehow. It's funny. It's like I get one good day with it where it doesn't bother me at all. Then I get 2 days where it just bites at me if I walk on it. If I'm in the knee brace, it's okay. So I'll be fine for the trip. When I come back, I might have to go have it looked at, which is going to be pointless. At least I've got insurance now. Maybe I'll be able to ask around and find somebody that knows somebody good. I know about that place, Maxie. I know about that place. Southern California is just a Mexican food mecca because, you always want to go to the place that it's all in Spanish. If the menu's in Spanish, you're in the right place. DJ Joe says the chicken sandwich. I bet that would help. How about MP? All I've got's MP right now to help with the pain. So, although somebody gave me, it was Cowboy. I was at Tequila Reef yesterday with Cowboy, because you guys know Philly Brian's out of town. So it's normally the three of us there. He gave me the name of something. He said, this stuff works pretty good. He goes, and they'll sell it to you at the pharmacy here. If you go to the Pinoy pharmacy, you can buy anything at the Pinoy pharmacy. You don't need a prescription, nothing. You just tell the girl, I'll help you buy some rice, give her an extra 200-300 pesos. They get real excited about that. Get some leeches. SoCal mini taco trucks. Yeah. Now this guy at Amigos, that was his thing in LA. Everything that he's got there came off of a taco truck in LA. And it's good. And I think he's going to do well there, but it's kind of like what Philly Brian and I talked about. If you can't cater somehow to the Filipino crowd, you might struggle a little bit here. It's kind of like Sullivan's Irish Pub. He caters to the Filipino crowd there, so he gets everybody in there. He gets the foreigners, he gets the Filipinos. But it's hard to do, and I can't say that Tequila Reef really is doing anything for the Filipino crowd, because Tequila Reef's expensive. You go into Tequila Reef to eat, you're going to drop, with your drink and your tip, you're going to drop $500 at least, for between 400 and 500 pesos. There's not too many Filipino people that are going to do that. That's their entire paycheck in one meal, you know. So I don't know, but Tequila Reef has been there for years, and it's you know, if you go into Tequila Reef, you don't see a bunch of Filipinos sitting in there eating. You see foreigners with their honey cups. Dun, dun. James, what's the countdown? Hey, what is it? 2 days now? 3 days? When you film in 4K, it uses very much data memory. Most of us watch in 1040. Are you saying, James, that it won't play, or does it? Do you get the old what's that called? The buffering. It. You know what? It's getting to the point now where 4K. You're going to buy a camera here soon, and 4K is going to be the lowest resolution you can shoot in. That's the direction it's going. I have had a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Yeah, I've had that. Okay. This Friday, James, and it is the 25th where you're at. Sorry. Yeah, it's 10:22 p.m., right? On the 25th. It's still Monday for you. 4 days, brother. Wow. You've really oh my well my Moto vlogs are not 4K. Just my standard vlog. Food truck would work well. Yeah. Steve, that's not a bad idea, especially if it was like a call center, a young lady working in a call center, you know, that commutes in from Mabalacat or something. Really cute call center girl. I know quite a few cute call center girls. Wonder if I can get them to. They're all so shy, though, you know. That's true. Had all that in the U.S. when I got stuck there. Yeah, they've got one, Rory, at SM North, brand new one in SM North. You'll probably be going through there if you're coming to Angeles, because that's where you get the bus to Dau. The bus to Dau is right in front of SM North, so you'll probably end up there anyway. Not sure if I want to do one more Goodwill run or all goes in the garbage. I remember those days, that last week, man, where you're like, I thought I was going to sell that too, you know, and then in the trash it went. You're like, shit. Or trying to cram something else in your bag. Popeye's chicken sandwich is good, but I don't understand the madness over it a couple of years back. They just had a great marketing. Maybe there wasn't madness over it at all. Maybe it was just a great marketing scheme, right? All right, guys. I am going to wrap this up. It's 10:30. I need to get dressed and ride the motorcycle over to. Oh, she's over behind Margarita Station, so it's not far. Thanks, you guys, for joining the live stream. I appreciate you coming back. As always, appreciate the support on the channel. I've got, I think, 2 more vlogs here in the city that I've completed. I'll put up before we head to Leyte on Monday morning. So anyway, once again, this channel does not exist without you guys. I appreciate your time here. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks again.